Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Zoe and today I'm going to help you with your basic HTML lander. So the lander that I'm talking about is the lander that is the free quiz template that Colin provides you with here in the AFK forum. You just have to search for HTML quiz template in the AFK forum. If you don't have an account yet, just create your free account and you'll be able to find the HTML quiz template yourself. This is what the lander looks like. It is a very basic lander. It's a 4-question lander, which you can of course customize into any amount of questions you want, with some social proof at the bottom right here, your logo right here, your automatic date right here, and your headline and your description. It's very easy and basic lander, and since it is so basic, it is working. I've used this lander for a very long time when I ran CPA offers myself in the beginning, and it's a great lander. And if you just don't want to have any headache on is my lander good or not, just use this lander and try to have your focus on your creative, since this lander is working quite good for sweepstake offers. So to download it, just go to your to the AFK forum, search for this specific topic by Colin, and you'll be able to download it right here. It's a zip file. You just need to unzip it and then you have it. Then you need some software, of course, to edit the code with. That is the software called Brackets. So the template looks like this. This is the folder that you'll get after you've downloaded it. You get your CSS folder, your image folder, your JavaScript folder, and your index.html file, which is the file that you're mainly working on. Then you need to download the software Brackets. It's a free software which I use on my MacBook, and it is very easy to use. You just open your folder and then you can see the same folders right here that we just showed you. And the nice thing from Brackets software is that you can directly open your preview. And then when you see your preview, when you edit anything in your code, you'll directly see the changes inside your preview right here, which is a very nice thing to do. So let's start with customizing this HTML file to your personal preferences. So I guess you won't only run campaigns for Walmart and always use the same questions, and I guess you want to change up the language as well, maybe when you're running it in a different geo. So let's start with that. So after you've downloaded the template, just install Brackets, open it in Brackets, and directly start changing the HTML file. So let's first, for example, change the headline to not Walmart, but let's say you want to run a Eurospin offer, which is a supermarket. You could be selected for a chance to win a Eurospin gift card worth, let's say, not $500, but $1,000. So the nice thing about Brackets is that you could just click on the text right here, and it will directly highlight what part you are working with in the HTML code. So you can see that it is highlighted right here. The class is header, and you can see the text. You could be selected for a chance to win Walmart gift cards worth $500. So the only thing you need to do is just change this text. Let's say we keep the text the same. You could be selected for a chance to win, only we change Walmart to Eurospin. And as I already told you, you can directly see it changing in your preview, which is really nice. So you have a live view of everything that you change. And let's change it from $500 to $1,000. And that is your first HTML change. It is very easy to work with. If you'd like to change this part right here, I didn't change this part in the beginning since that part was just good and it worked. You're able to change this text as well. You just click on the text right here, and you can find your text right here that you can change into anything you want. Then secondly, you have 4 questions right here. So you can see question 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's change the questions. What is your age group? And then you can change it to anything you want. It now says below 18, 18 to 30, 31 to 50, and 50 and above. That is quite okay. So let's keep that the same. So if you click on it, you go to the next. Alright, so let's click on it, you go to the next question. How much do you spend on fashion in a month? So since we're running a offer for groceries, we might want to change fashion to how much do you spend on groceries in a month. Very easy to change. You can directly see what you've changed. If you want to adjust the prices, you can say less than 50 euros, between let's say 51 and 250 euros to 51 500, and of course let's say 501 and above. Then we go to question number 3. Where do you normally buy your, and then let's say where do you normally buy your groceries from, and then you can change these as well to let's say Eurospin. What do we have more? We can have Co-op, and we have a Lidl, and we have another. Then we get to question 4, and let's say you want to skip question 4. You don't want any question 4. You only want 3 questions. You can just delete this part right here. So you can see div and the ending div. You just delete that part right there. And the important thing, of course, is for that part. Oh, let me do that again. You need to delete this one right here. The important thing is that you need to change question 1 of 4 to question 1 of 3, 2 of 4 to question 2 of 3, and 3 of 3. So let's just relaunch that one again, since we added this one and we deleted that part, so it isn't fully working again. So as you can see right now, we got question 1 of 3, and we only got 3 questions right here instead of 4, and it is working all good. So that was like the most basic part for the whole HTML code. You can see it is quite okay. I see I made a small typo right here. Groceries should be groceries. Alright, so that's quite easy to do. Then we got our social proof right here. You can also change your social proof. You can change the names, and I would highly advise you, let's say you're running an offer in France, to use names that are regularly used in France. What I personally do is just go to Facebook, go to a French Facebook group or Facebook fan page, just scroll through some comments and just copy some names and change them up a little bit, and then you have your typical French names. And for the pictures, you can go to a specific website. I guess it's called this person does not exist. Exactly, this person does not exist. It's a website that I'm using. It just generates a fake face. This person does not actually exist. This is a picture created by a software, and you can use this picture so you are highly sure that this person isn't real, and you're just using fake people for your social proof in your landing page. So then of course you're wondering, how can I change the text to another language? I highly advise you to use 1 Hour Translation software. 1 Hour Translation software is just a software where you put in your text for translation. You get your translated text. They say it's a 1 hour translation, but sometimes for some specific translations from one language to another language, it can take a little longer than expected, but I've always got my translations within 1 day, and mostly indeed within 1 hour. So I already got a few translations right here. I'm not going to show you all of them. If you want to have everything translated, you can just go through your own 1 hour translation and just have everything translated for yourself. But I got a few examples for you right here. So the text: you could be selected for a chance to win a €500 Primark voucher. The text is translated to Italian, and this is the direct translation. So let's copy that one, and then we want to, of course, change this one. You could be selected to win, and then of course we need to change a few things right here. Let me see. Alright, so yep, so we see that we made a mistake right here by not having any space, so we need to add a space. So that's how easy it is. You just have your translation in 1 hour translation. You just replace your original English text with your translation, and sometimes if you really don't understand that translated language, like I do, understand a little bit of that Italian language, but let's say you have Russian or something and you really don't understand Russian, it is very smart if you ask for a translation to number your sentences, so you know that sentence number 1 is this number 1 right here. Otherwise it will be just a mess and you don't really know which one is what one. So for example, another example right here, great, didn't expect to win. We can change it to this text right here. So that one is okay, for example, these were other texts, but can't believe it, as aesthetic. Okay, so let's change that text to the Italian one. Boom, and we got our Italian comment right here. And it would just also be smart to indeed change these names to more Italian names, since Amber and Xavier and Isabel aren't really, I guess those aren't really like Italian names, and it just creates more social proof when having actual Italian names. And in this way you can just translate the whole landing page to your own language that you want to use in that specific geo. So that was the index.html. So then we see a few more things that we want to change. That is, for example, the images. So let's change the logo right here to a Eurospin logo. You just go to Google, you find your typical Eurospin logo that you want to use, and I found this specific banner right here that I downloaded. So you open your file, your template file, you go to the image folder, and you see that that image specifically is called brand.jpg. So we want to change this one to this one actually. So what we should do is remove this one from your folder and then rename this one to the same name, so brand.jpg, and keep it inside the folder. We relaunch that same template, that same index.html, and most probably, yes, indeed, it is changed to that specific image that you want to have. Of course, this image doesn't look aesthetically pleasing on my page, so what you could do is, of course, Photoshop it or edit it in Paint. Just cut it up so it looks real nice, or just search for another image. And also make sure that your image isn't too big of a file size, since the original image, let me see, is about 12 KB, only 357 by 71. If you want these dimensions, just try to cut up your new banner into the same dimensions as well, like about the same dimensions, so you have about the same file size. Since if your file size just is like Ultra HD, like 24 megapixels, keep in mind that your landing page will load a little bit slower than before, since that image is just a lot bigger. So try to use smaller file sizes, and also keeping in mind that that landing page is most probably for a mobile phone, so it doesn't need to be like very big for a television screen or a desktop anyway. So then what I would do is change the color of these buttons right here, since this doesn't look aesthetically pleasing as well. And one important thing to keep in mind, always have a look at your offer page right here. So this is the offer page. Let me reload it since it is bugging a little bit since flashing. But you want your pre-lander to like look a little bit of the same as your offer page. So what I sometimes do is just try to copy the color from this button right here and try to use that same button color right here. So let me show you a trick how I do it. I take a screenshot from my screen right here. Then I go to the website htmlcolorcodes.info. I upload that specific screenshot right there, and I'll just hover around that color and I directly get my color code right there. So I just copy that color code. Remember to copy this color code. Go back to your file right here in brackets. Go to your CSS folder and then your style.css file. Since in your CSS file all your styles and all your colors and how everything looks like is determined, you search for the buttons right here. I don't know if this works, if you can click on the button. No. If you hover around some of the colors right here, it gets highlighted in your preview. So just keep looking for color. So just find the one that has the color from your button, which in this case is green. Yeah, we found it. So we clicked on this one. It is a background color right here, the background color from the button. Let's change this one to your new color code, and as you can see, that color changed and it looks aesthetically pleasing right now. It's like way more in balance with your logo right here, and it is definitely in balance with your offer page. Since this one looks more like your offer page, it's just a better feeling, a better journey for your potential conversion. Since if he goes to your pre-lander and afterwards goes to your offer page and they look totally different, it might just be a little bit suspicious, and you might just play around with the color. You might even try to use this yellow color, which also coming back right here in the logo from Eurospin. For example, you take that same image, okay, we don't have the yellow right here, but let's say you want to have this gray one, you can get this one. Let's say you want to have the black from the text right here, you just go to the black right here and you get your black one. It's very easy, and it's way more pleasing for your person that clicks on your ad to have like your pre-lander and official offer page in balance. So that was quite it. Then always keep in mind to change your names and your text to Italian. For this, I would highly advise to translate your lander specifically if you're running offers on Facebook. It isn't really necessary to translate it on Instagram, since most often it is a much younger audience and they do understand English. However, if you want to translate it, could be beneficial. And let's say it is your language that you speak anyway. So let's say you're running German offers and you speak German, you can even translate it for yourself. So why not if you can translate it anyway? Let me think if I want to show you anything more. I guess that was it for today. It's quite basic. I guess you're wondering like, how should I host this HTML file? That will be like a whole separate video for me to record maybe in the future, but I would advise you to use Amazon Web Services, so Amazon S3, and even better combined with Amazon Cloud Services to host your website. It is like almost free, it is really cheap, so you can look it up for yourself as well. Amazon Web Services, and in that way you can host this website. I prefer using this way above ClickFunnels, and let's say you're even more advanced, you can even code more like complex websites. For example, I took this website right here. So if you open that website, you even get a pop-up with saying congratulations. You can close the pop-up. You get another one right here. You can win a Samsung Galaxy S10, iPhone XS or iPad Pro. Okay, this looks like way more complex than the previous one. You have a lot of questions, let's say about 11 questions or something. Yeah, 12. Okay, then it even has a bar which is loading right here. You can even choose from different phones, and then this one is out of stock, and if you choose one you go to another pop-up, and then you go to the offer page. So I didn't actually code this website myself, even though there are some really smart people that can code landing pages like this. I actually stole this landing page from a spy tool called Adplexity. That is also another video that I might record in the future about how to work with spy tools and get your landing pages from there. Nevertheless, I would highly advise you, if you're just starting out, just work with this basic HTML quiz template, since it is converting and it is working. Don't overthink it, like I need the best landing page with a lot of difficult things, because sometimes I even split tested using the more difficult and complex landing pages and then this simple landing page, and even the simple landing page converted better than that complex one. So don't overthink it. And again, if you want to download that quiz template, just go to the AFK forum. If you don't have an account yet, you can create one for free. Search for HTML quiz template and search for Colin's post, and then you can download it here for free, and you even have a little bit of explanation right here again. Wait, I guess I forgot one more thing, one more important thing actually, that is to include your pixel codes. So let's just show you right now before I end the video. Your pixel codes, you can get it from, for example, your tracking pixel code. If you want to install that, you can go to volume, You can go to your tracking URLs in volume. You can copy your click URL. You can copy your direct tracking pixel from volume as well when you created a campaign, and then you can copy your direct tracking pixel right here when you edit your campaign. And then you got your Facebook pixel. So we got 3 kinds of codes right now that you can find in your events manager, and then you can download that pixel. I always write them down in a separate file, so I have them all right here. Your pixel should always be pasted inside your header. So let's first copy that Facebook pixel. You search for the head tag right here. So this is the head tag. You go underneath that head tag. You paste your Facebook pixel, and then you paste your direct tracking pixel from volume or your other tracking software that you use right here. So we got the 2 pixel codes, and then you have your tracking URL right here, which we, as I told you, copied from your tracking software right here, your click URL, since that software needs to know that there is a click. And then you search for google.com right here, all in the bottom of your index.html, and you make sure you replace that URL with your own click URL. That's it. Very easy. Sorry I forgot to told you, but that is just like the last part that I had to tell you, to insert that pixel code so you have all your working data available and everything works. Your Facebook pixel works and your tracking software pixel works. So yeah, download the HTML file if you want your custom code, and if you're not into coding, just follow my instructions. It is really easy to do. And if you want to do more advanced things, just Google it. You can learn a lot from the internet on how to edit HTML code and your CSS file. And yeah, that was it for today. Thanks for watching, and good luck with working with your HTML lender.
Allow me to introduce the Dice University Forum. Whether you are trying to make your first conversion on ClickBank or scale your campaigns to 6 figures, the Dice University Forum offers you exactly what you need, like high-quality landing page templates, detailed case studies, and exclusive discounts. The forum has no outdated information. All resources inside are from campaigns that are running right now. Do you want to learn from super affiliates? Check the link in the description and sign up today.